Excuse that. The video cut out because I tried to get rid of something on my laptop that popped up. So um, let's go back to where we started. Where I left off was I was speaking about um, how most people have shelter and home, and how the darkness that goes on within the household that we don't know about, and things like that. Like how your teenager or your child is growing up. Um, what they suffer with, and try and notice the early signs of things growing up. Like, I mean, this is a whole different subject I'm going on now. I don't really know why, but you've got to make sure that teenager child has um, the best opportunity for uh, for their benefit, so that they understand like how the world works, how important. For me to teach them would be about love and about how to accept love, and then and also to give love, because that's the hardest part, is to accept it for yourself and then also to give it back, to show that appreciation for a person. uh, in my family, we have a lot of love for each other. We all have an amazing amount of love for each other. um, and and I think like um, I also think like we should be more aware of what we are watching and things like that, because things desensitize us and stuff like that. And it's like a lot of horror films. I don't watch horror films. I like rock music. I like the rock appeal, but I don't watch horror films. Most people would associate rockers with like, oh, gore, blood, mosh pits, stuff like that. But for me, it's a way of freedom and dressing and expressing myself, because I feel like my darkness. I'm comfortable with my darkness at the minute. Even though it may hurt me in the head when my brain goes, and I feel like I can't cope anymore, and I feel like this and stressed. I mean, it like also almost um it almost like uh saying a lot. Um, hmm. Yeah. Really, it gets to me like sometimes why people put stereotypes on people, because you wouldn't know I had a mental illness if I hadn't have said anything. And not a lot of people know what I suffer with, especially my old friends. They don't really talk to me anymore. So I don't know if that's because I've been an idiot, or because I can't remember most of what happened to me since last year. My memory is so lost, and I mean, over the years, I've realized that I've gone down a real big spiral. Even though actually I have achieved more in the past 2 to 3 years of my own personal growth, and then actually coming back out of that has really led me to believe that I am achieving goals, and people keep reminding me, which I really appreciate. People were reminding me that I am doing well and that I have come far from where I was, and I get glimpses of myself back in Scarborough, where I was that wild child running around with bandanas on and shouting, screaming, calling gunshots, and like screw, like just like stuff like that. I mean, it's and howling and like just really being an animal, and I mean, I was on drugs back then, and yeah, I was upsetting my family, which I never really realized until how much, um, until like I then became back into hospital and realized how much my family was important to me. But at first, I didn't really recognize that I was doing these things to myself and being not a bad person, but just realizing how much of a not an not an idiot, and I won't say that word because it's quite not. It's a bit offensive, but a bit stupid, and that's offensive as well. But you know, lesser of two evils. Yeah, this has been a long video, and there's another one link before this. If you're watching this one and haven't watched that one, you can come back and then watch this one, or you can watch this one then watch that one. It's up to you. It's entirely up to you. Anxiety, yeah. Uh, Many forms. Stress being one. Uh, Scared, being scared. That's fine. You can be scared. You can be fearful because life is scary, and life will bite you if you don't realize that you don't want to. You don't want to bite the hand that feeds you, but you got to realize that people aren't there always to help. You need to find something for yourself and coping mechanisms for yourself, like breathing, counting, especially if you suffer with mental health. They say, in fact, I think they say 1 in 4 of us has a mental illness or some form of mental uh, difficult capacity or whatever they call it. Um, and but that's just in general. Then you have the male side of things, which not many people talk about: illness and mental illness, and depression and anxiety within men. They don't speak about it like that. They don't speak um, about it more. I mean, I know 3 of my friends all suffer a male and suffer with mental health, and I've known them for about a year now. And I mean, they're still doing what they're doing. I'm still trying to get away from that and do what I do because I don't want to be smoking. I don't want to be doing drugs and things like that. Not that they influence me because temptation is everywhere. I could go out and get it if I really wanted to, but I don't. That's my only thing. It's there. I may do it, but I'm trying my hardest not to. And that's where the difference comes in is temptation and things like that. So I'm just saying when things happen and the choices are there, please choose the good decision because it's always in the better of your health. And I think when you start progressing with yourself and knowing your own boundaries, I think you'll hopefully find yourself being a bit more happy and a bit more determined to set and achieve your own goals. So I'm going to leave it there for today. I might do one later because I think I'm in the right mood. I'm in a good mood today, even though I'm in my rock clothes and yeah, I'm chilling. And yeah, so that's it. JZZ, I'm out. Peace.